Shout out Terry's Tees.
Word.
Fuck shit, man. Shout out Tika for real. She did her thing this past weekend. That shit was crazy. Anything else?
Yeah, shout out my mom if she's watching.
Word. Shit. This week we got on Sant.
Have you seen an episode of this before?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Your mom really watching right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's alright.
he's got the notebook out and everything.
She good.
I'm currently in Facebook jail because somebody wanted to report some shit, so we can't go live on Facebook.
You be posting them crazy ass memes,
I know somebody reported some stupid shit. Like, I haven't had that happen in a long ass time, so I was like, God damn. So we gotta do this shit on YouTube. I think we're gonna go back that way any fucking ways.
The tuber?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could tease people, you know what I'm saying? Let them know, you know what I mean, ahead of time. And
Go on a different one.
they get them views.
Huh? Nah, I can't get nothing on there. I can't do shit on there. Where this nigga at? Nigga, nah, somebody reported some shit. Some whack shit. Like, come on, man. Yo, let me live. Like, fuck. Just fucking unfollow me. Like, damn.
I never been in Facebook jail, but so many people were sharing my shit that I was trying to hit the love button. You know how you get the little heart and shit?
Yeah.
And they blocked me out of that because I was sending too much love back.
Oh, man.
That's fucking
Goddamn,
I know, right?
Stupid.
Tell somebody they giving too much love.
That shit's stupid.
This guy's over here just loving everything, making me angry.
Alright, calm down, guy. You're like, alright, enough of that fucking caring shit. Well, shit, tell me what you do. Sant, we got Sant on this week. Motherfucking great artist. Go ahead, tell everybody else what the rest you do.
Shit. I just rap, man. I don't make beats. I edit my shit, if anything. I don't mix it. I got my engineer, just the engineer. But, yeah, I just rap, man. That's all I've ever done.
How long have you been doing that?
Solid 9.
Word. Remember your first shit ever?
First ever.
Really?
No, but I do remember something. I just don't remember the words, but I do remember where I was and who I was with. I was with my pops.
Word.
In New York, on the subway.
You from out there? Oh my god.
Yes,
this
I
nigga
do.
is Stupid.
Yeah, you know sometimes.
Don't mention that.
But yeah, I remember that shit. I was on the platform and I just.
You from out there?
I bounced around from Springfield to the Bronx, Springfield to the Bronx, Springfield to the Bronx. Then I ended up in Westfield. I was in Westfield for a minute. I've just been bouncing around ever since. Now I'm out in Worcester.
What made you want to write that first time?
What?
What made you want to write that first time?
Just listening to all these other people and shit. Word. And I ain't gonna front, y'all probably gonna laugh, but when I seen 8 Mile, that shit did kind of give me a boost.
Word.
Not because it's Eminem, but just the whole vibe of the whole shit, like everything that was going on in the
Fire ass movie.
Yeah, it was.
It's a classic.
It was a classic. I just thought y'all think it was funny.
You don't fuck with 8 Mile? I don't think we ever talked about 8 Mile.
That was a dope, yeah. That was a dope ass movie though. That's the first time that I feel like they really showed that battle and shit like that.
Might as well keep that way.
You don't smoke.
Yeah.
He said I don't smoke either.
How do you even have that?
I smoke shit.
Tom, talk to him, Tom. You gotta fix this, Tom.
I saw him video. I did not know that.
Can't bring these young people anywhere.
God damn.
You know you young when you turning down weed and shit.
When was your production? You get your beats from everywhere?
Yeah, from YouTube. Just be listening to that shit for hours. Then I just find some shit. And I hit up the producer, go to the website or whatever. And then 2 of my boys make beats. John Ramirez, that's who did all the Surge and shit that just came out Game Ready. And then my other boy is Third. I was just at his crib cooking up some. He has some fire shit before she scooped me up and I was like. But yeah, most of the shit that I got so far is from YouTube.
You get some gems in that bitch.
There do be, and there be a lot of trash too. But after 3 hours, you bound to find something. You know what I mean?
Type of beat you like?
all types of shit. But I think the most I fucks with is like boom bap shit, trap shit, and then like that soul, like the soul shit like that. Kanye, College Dropout, Blueprint, soul, like the soul samples and shit.
You should check out the Syndicate. They make beats.
Where
They're from Florida.
Yeah, we just had one a couple weeks ago. What was that last week?
Oh yeah, they were here. They were playing the beats and shit, right?
Yeah, you're fired. I was actually gonna. That's crazy that you brought them up, because I was gonna ask you a question I asked them that I never asked an artist before. Do you think production is more important than lyricism?
In this day and age, yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But not back.
It sucks.
Not back in the day.
Before a lyricist, especially like yourself, because you are lyrical. Like that shit's got to be fucking something you want people to hear you.
Yeah. That was the whole "This Is For You" shit was for. That wasn't for me. That was for them. Because that's the shit they want to hear. You know what I mean? That's like. I knew that. I knew I had to change shit up. I couldn't just be rapping over my type beats for the rest of my life, because shit was changing. So it just got to the point where I had to go with the times.
Do you miss that, or you like the change of the times?
I enjoy both of them still. Cause there be some shit like fucking like Conway and all of them, like Westside Gun and all of them. Like they still do the boom bap shit. I fuck with that shit, like Benny the Butcher and all of them. But like there'll be some trap shit, like I don't know, some fucking trap shit, like be like Moneybag Yo or some shit. He would just come out with some hot shit out of nowhere, and I fuck with it. You know what I mean? I don't have no discrimination towards it.
Fucking roasted right now.
It just started.
Yo, I know.
What, you high?
Yeah, I'm high as fuck.
Already, nigga? You like,
Oh yeah, what you mean, yo?
his weight is like.
What you mean? Yeah, I think when you feel your most creative, I like asking people that question. When you feel your most creative?
I'm by myself. I'm by myself chilling. I can't have nobody around me when I write. Cause I don't know. It's just,
I've heard that a million times.
like, I don't know.
Niggas don't say it, then it be.
Because that's how I started
see
off.
it.
That's how I started off, you know what I mean? Like, when I was in like high school and shit, and I had other people rapping with me, everybody's vibing and shit. We're all just sitting there trying to write the most fire shit. But as I got older, and I just ended up in a position where I was by myself, and nobody else to jump on songs and all of that shit. That's when I started just doing it by myself. And it took a while for me to get used to not having other people to jump on songs. It was like a challenge to write a second verse, because you always got other people around you to do that shit. You know, you're basically like a group.
I can't handle this pressure.
It's like you're missing, you know, your other fucking partner and shit. But after a while, I got used to it, and now it's like I just feel like I'm more creative when I'm by myself, because that's when I think the most when I'm by myself.
You was to like categorize your music for yourself. What genre would you think yourself
Hip hop.
They mean too, man.
like? He raps too.
Country Western.
Yeah, right. Like, what you mean?
That's the new Lil Nas X.
That nigga.
I
My foot's over.
can't say that.
Y'all wanna talk about that nigga? Y'all wanna talk about that nigga?
You heard of Lil Nas X?
Did you know he supposedly has a Young Thug remix to the fucking
I don't
Old
fuck
Town
with
Road coming
him.
up?
Yeah,
You don't fuck with him no more? No more, or you never fuck with him?
I fuck with probably that one song. That's probably it. But
Yo, you know why I do fuck with him? It's
I
because
probably that one song. See, I didn't really hear the album.
I fuck with him because
Conversation over here, fucking.
they weren't playing him on the country shit. They didn't want to play him on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit got so hot that they had to play him on there. You know what I mean? It's like the whole Billy Ray Cyrus shit. Like he was at the BET Awards. He would have never been
I
there.
know,
He would have never been there had it not been for that shit. Yeah, giddy up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
His daughter didn't hop on another French track.
This nigga's an idiot.
but it was like that's a big deal and shit, because I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's not for nothing, but like when most motherfuckers that listen to country is probably white, right? So they're gonna listen to the country shit, and they might fuck with Old Town Road, and that might maybe bring them into the culture to listen to some other shit. You know what I mean? or get a feeling for the sound, because that's like some trap shit, like the whole drums and all that. So it might make them fuck with the sound and like other shit, you know, and bring more people into the culture. So that's on that side. Is it like some fucking Nas shit? No, hell no. Even though he's Nas X, but it ain't no Nas shit. But it's like he what he did was impactful for the moment, at least for now. You know what I mean? And then he just came out the closet, which that was a surprise. I didn't even know about all that. Like that shit just came out of nowhere. But
You say he may be doing shit for clout.
Nah.
Do anything.
He said ride till I can't no more.
They do it.
you see what Boosie said? You see what Boosie said?
He went viral last night because he tweeted, just because I'm gay, don't mean I ain't straight.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say the same shit. You don't make no sense.
What does that mean?
You could be trolling.
I'm saying.
That's his whole thing. That was his whole thing. Was he wanted to make viral videos. He wanted to get famous on the internet. So I wouldn't put it past him.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. But you know what is crazy is that he's sold a lot of units off that shit,
Do not want to get
and he paid like what?
$35 for the
yeah.
beat.
I believe it.
$35.
Right.
He
He probably upgraded the league since then because he sold so many units. Now he probably owns it, but
He
it's
could have
like
taken a $50 bill out and gotten change.
I'm smoking.
I fuck with that
motherfucker.
track. I fuck with that track.
You fuck with Old Town
Hell
Road?
yeah, every time it come on, like the kids know I'm about to start going.
Mike has a cowboy hat.
I fuck around with my kids.
Oh,
I'm just mess around with my kids as soon as they come on. As soon as they hear the drop, they just start looking at me like, oh, this nigga about to go ham. Like, yeah, I'm about to go ham.
Wait for you to start dancing and shit.
Yeah, doing a bunch of dumb shit.
Yep.
Hell yeah, screaming.
But
Shout out Mike.
you can picture.
He was killing shit at that little DJ party you did.
He's drunk as fuck. That was dope as hell.
You can picture other people rapping on that beat though, Old Town Road, even without his shit. Like somebody could have made a hit out of that shit. It just so happened that it was a fucking country shit. Or
yeah, if they did not did a country song too. Yeah, I could picture a good rap song.
could have been like somebody else, like Lil Uzi or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't have did that shit the way he did, though. I think I had to be a certain type of person.
You watch sports? My bad. What was you saying?
Yo,
Nigga.
No, I was saying, I don't think that nobody would have did it the way he did it,
It would have just been a microwave song. It just would have came out. You know what I mean? Yeah, no bullshit. That's true.
My bad.
But you know what's crazy is, you know how I heard about that shit? I heard about that shit at work on a fucking rock station, and they made it. They brought it up. They were like, "Yo, like they're trying to play him on the country shit, but they ain't trying to play him and shit." Which is kind of fucked up because that's the whole shit with Post Malone, right? That's what they saying about Post Malone.
I think so much.
You fuck with Post?
Yeah, I do.
He said this video has everybody that shit. He really did not fuck with those.
Cause yo, that nigga's not supposed to be here,
Is
yo.
this what he said?
I feel like Post Malone.
I don't listen to his whole album from front to back,
That
but
thing's garbage.
just certain shit. Like I think it's the way that they do his shit, and I'm not even gonna give him the full credit. It's probably
I
just
play
like
a lot of his music. I go
I know it's just like
fuck.
commercial.
I got you.
yeah, White Iverson was fucking fire. That shit was though.
Crazy.
I thought that
That
was.
shit was fire.
God,
You didn't like it?
Booty.
You didn't like it?
I didn't get it.
That's
Like,
the point. That's the whole point of this argument. Is that song was so terrible. I don't understand how it caught. I don't understand.
Old Town Road.
I don't understand.
It's the voice in the
I don't
hook.
understand.
Old Town Road was terrible.
Hell no.
It's a viral song. Viral songs are viral songs.
I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. I didn't even know he was saying Iverson until later on. I saw the video and it was White Iverson.
I like that shit. Like, if you listen to Lil Nas X album, it gives you like that Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance type. Like,
You listen to it? You already listened to it?
Yeah. That shit, yeah.
When did it come out?
A month ago, probably?
Really? That long?
Yeah,
I
it's
thought he
good.
just put some shit out like recently.
Yeah, a month ago. Of course not.
Like a nigga.
I'm black. You did not remind me that one time.
Like a nigga.
Not
I
one
shouldn't
time.
have to.
Give me a courtesy.
Somebody say some shit.
A courtesy reminder.
Yo, my girl. Just that.
I know you need a friendly reminder. You?
A grown ass man.
You're putting me reminders.
No, it ain't my shit.
He's like, yo, I'm gonna bring it Tuesday. That's all I need to hear.
I did say that. I did say that. I ain't gonna hold it. It come out. It come out. But like you said though, I mean, you into sports with that?
I want to talk
I
about
used to be.
where Dale. I want
You
to talk
watch
about
any
the
sports?
NBA free agency.
You watch NBA? You watch basketball?
I don't, honestly, I don't even have the time to be locked in on it the way I used to be. When I was a kid, I was faithful. Faithful,
Now you just cheat on the game.
Here we go.
pretty much.
Remember your first studio session?
I never really been in a real studio like that.
You bullshit. How long you been doing this shit?
So I started recording when I was 14. Yeah, I started rapping since I was 9. 27.
You gotta get in the studio. You gotta get in this studio. Shout out JJ.
Word, hell yeah.
Yeah, nah, I've never been like with the soundboard and all that shit. Like I've been through some places, you know what I mean?
What
But
J did like?
not like some official
I
shit.
don't know. I'll be
My nigga, this shit literally in the next room. Like our bullshit is literally in the next room. Like we literally go to the next room and some shit next room.
Yeah.
I'm not doing here nothing right
I know there was one episode I watched and it was bumping the whole time. I could hear whatever they were doing over there.
That's why I was thinking the next room.
So.
Always.
But I do remember when I first recorded, it was in like my boy's crib. He had like a computer, like a desktop, right in like a little fucking hallway and shit. And there was like 3 rooms, and that was it. We were just rapping right there, and that was it. That was the MySpace
Mm.
MySpace.
Got you, buddy.
That shit was lit though. MySpace was lit.
Who's the innovator?
Tom's a wild boy.
He fucked up the game,
Tom's a
yo.
wild boy.
Tom fucked up the game, right?
I have my moments.
He had the most friends in the world, but he was the first fucking
Where do you record now?
social media.
Everything?
That's a pretty nice mix.
That's the engineer.
Yeah, dude's like clean as fuck.
The thing is, I recorded, and I mean I'm not trying to give all the game, but when I record the shit, when it's done and it's ready, I send it to my engineer. My engineer was in Atlanta, and he does his shit. We go back and forth.
Could you say his name?
Just the engineer. Just the engineer. J-U-S. Just.
Get your shit ready for the lace.
And the funny shit is, I actually never talked to him. I never FaceTime with him, nothing. Everything is through like email and texting and Twitter and shit.
That's business.
And I just tell him what I want, and he just executes all the time.
That's fire. Damn,
That's-
so you use saying that you must be super networking.
Yeah.
Like that gotta be that gotta be like. So I assume you met him online or some shit, right? Oh, you see him on Twitter?
Well, my boy John made a beat for Surge, and I didn't really know Surge at the time, but I heard Surge's song, and the quality was so crazy and shit. And I guess what he did, I think, is he looked up on Google engineers, and then Justin popped up. That's how he found
right there.
That's how he found him.
What's up?
What's
Now
going
you're
on,
saying
man?
you guys say never recorded in the studio.
Never
recorded?
He said he never even recorded in the real studio.
What'd you say?
You never recorded in a real studio.
Oh shit. Well, if y'all done, you can do a little freestyle in the booth or something. I got you.
Get it.
You gotta come back for an hour though. No.
I need my money up
Right, he said, I'm still taxing. I'm still taxing. But nah, yeah, so everything's been on just texting and shit. Like, I mean, it's kind of crazy, you know? But my whole first project, that's how we did everything, and we still do everything like that. But I do want to go down there. That's what I want to do. Honestly, I've thought about going down there and fully like moving down there. But what I want to do first is I want to go down there for like 2 weeks. Try to get like a show, open mic or some shit going. Go down there, record like a whole album in them 2 weeks. I'll finish the whole album, and then I'll go down there and record the shit. And just shit. It's cause somebody, like, I'll say this, like, let's say I got my boys and shit. They might not know other people from 413 that's rapping and shit. but they want to see me blow first because they don't. And it's not even on some hatred type shit. It's just the fact that they don't know them like that. They might not be so aware. I'm out. I'm seeing everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm knowing what's going on. But people who come from nothing and they only have one person who can really maybe take them to another level or give them a whole new life. They don't know whoever, you know what I'm saying? But they know me. So now it's like they're gonna back me up to the fullest and they might not support other people. It's not like on some fuck you type shit.
I absolutely understand that.
It's they know. And on some real shit, some of them is not genuine. Some of them are. You know, you gotta be able to be aware and decipher all that. But people come from nothing, so it's like they want you to make it because they know you came from nothing too, and they don't know all the other people, you know. But then there's people who are aware, and like a person like me or people who are active and shit, and they know what's going on. They're paying attention. And when you try to support people, it's like at the same token, it's like some people don't want you to make it before them. Subconsciously, they don't want you to get up before they do. Because maybe you've been doing it for a short amount of time, or you don't have this, you don't have that, you know? So a lot of that shit comes into play. And that's why shit just be fucked up, because people are in their situations and their circumstances, and a lot of that shit plays into it, and it's a lot of it is money. But at the end of the day, regardless of who fucks with you, how many people from the 413 support you, and all of that, you have to know in your head that you're gonna get this shit regardless, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna do what you gotta do to take this shit to the next level. And if you don't do it, then it's gonna fall on you.
That's exactly the thing.
And that's the way you gotta think. Not, you know, your boys or your mom or whoever. It's like,
people
you have to
the work
know.
at the end of the day are gonna give
The work ethic has to be there to get shit to the next level. And
shit handed up. Shit is handed up, but barely. You gotta fuck that shit.
Oh, it's scraps, you know?
Real, like.
And that's all we got, and we gotta make the best of what we got.
I think that shit's whack. I think it's one of those things where I feel like everybody.
I'm down to make
like
music with anybody from the 413.
Like, nah, I feel like we should all, come the fuck together. I think that's the whole point of this shit too. Like,
yeah, what y'all doing is like, it's almost like it's free information, but it's also like kind of like free networking. Cause like, let's say somebody watches this shit, and then they go and they find out about somebody else that they might not know about. Like, people are probably gonna see this shit and be like, yo, who the fuck is that? Or whatever, da da da. And then they might try to hit me up to try to do a song or do some shit. But like, people who pay attention to this platform is gonna put people onto other people. And that's why I fuck with what y'all doing, you know what I mean? Because it's not even just rappers either. It's just like, y'all have all types of people on here. Athletes, fucking clothing designers, all types of shit. Producers, singers.
Fuck that whole sound.
I fuck with y'all.
That whole sound bit. That was a free commercial. Right?
thank you. Man.
Nah, I've been watching this since the beginning.
Word.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
I definitely fuck with it.
Have you done a lot of shows at all?
I just did one on Friday, and before that it was in December. I haven't had a lot of shows, but it's because I got a lot of shit in my plate, and I'm doing it kind of pretty much on my own, you know. So I live in Worcester or out in that area, so it's like for me to be over here, it takes a lot of planning for me to come out here and do all this shit. But you know, I'm gonna do it if I know at least like a little bit in advance. I'm gonna be there. But it's hard, like at the drop of a dime, to just be places and shit. But I'm still getting into this type of shit. Like, I'm still stepping out of my comfort zone and getting into shit, you know? Like, me being here, this is like, you know, this is dope, but it's like, keep it funky. Like, I don't know any of y'all, and I'm here, you feel me? Like, when you come from where we come from, it's like, you don't be around people you don't know and shit, you know what I mean? But I know that this is gonna push me further, and this is gonna push y'all further, so this is what I gotta do. But, you know, I definitely gotta get the shows rocking more. Because the other night was fucking crazy. That shit was fucking crazy.
Where was it at?
Holyoke. Surge, he got the hall and shit, and you know, it was a dope fucking show, bro. There was over 100 people in there.
Word.
Shit was fucking lit. It really
You have a
was.
favorite performance? You remember your favorite show you ever did?
Shit. Probably Friday.
Word.
Like Friday.
Alright.
I'm not.
Yeah, a lot of fucking dope ass tracks, yo. I was listening to a bunch of them shits, yo. I was like, damn, I'm always higher. I was like, understands my favorite, and then I heard work, and I was like, oh my god, nah, this shit is stupid. So this shit is fucking stupid.
You know what was crazy? I performed On My Way for the first time the other day, Friday, and the crazy shit that I peeped out was that, like, I'm rapping over a Jay Dilla beat, first off, right? The first 2 rows of people were probably under the age of 25. They probably don't know who the fuck Jay Dilla is, which is kind of crazy, but, you know, that it is what it is. But when I was watching the footage back, they were bopping their head so fucking hard, and I was like, yo, this is, like, kind of crazy, because it's almost like I'm here putting the whole other generation onto this shit, and they don't know who Jay Dilla is or whatever, but it's like, watching the footage back, that shit blew my mind, because, like, the first, like, 2 rows are bopping their head, like, on the footage, you know, like, there was more motherfuckers bopping their head, but it was fucking crazy.
Is it gay to wipe your ass?
Damn, we just went a whole different direction.
It's unbelievable. Not gay to wipe your ass. What the fuck is you talking about? You don't wipe your ass,
Yeah.
You don't wipe your ass?
There was a whole, somebody made a, I wipe my ass, nigga.
Wow, that was
Oh, you already know that. He was gonna like to
The Sherman bear.
Like my shit, yeah, I'm getting my ass beat.
Some nigga, he's obviously trolling. He's obviously trolling, but he was saying how
I seen what you're talking about.
Like,
Yeah.
how it was gay to wipe your ass type shit. Like he had a whole long explanation. I forgot what
Who
it
y'all
was.
follow?
I follow him. I don't know what
So what did he say he did instead of wiping his ass?
He said you like
Here's
just let
our
it air
solution.
dry.
Yeah.
Get up and walk.
I'm not a dog.
Wow.
Nigga.
That nigga walked over Velcro in his fucking ass. 20 minutes later, Velcro.
It smell like
Yeah.
bad
Touching
ass.
his You damn straight. I wiped my baby's asses when they was kids too. Fuck you mean? The fuck? A long line of ass wipers. I'd rather be ass wiping than a Velcro ass.
Oh shit.
You must not sit outside long. You got
Nigga,
mad
all type
bugs
of
right
fucking
now.
bum bumps in his ass and shit.
This guy said the air dryer though.
Shitty forest in
Right.
his ass.
Get up and go.
Oh,
I seen
that nigga walk past you, he got a smell. No. Oh, there go Rodney. How you know? Yeah, you was right.
Damn, you was right.
There was 2 strands of tissue left for that nigga went to the bathroom. Them tissues was still there, nigga. Nigga gonna wipe man ass. Nigga, fuck you mean? He don't even wash his hands when he done. That's gay too, huh? Cause you touching another man's hand, huh?
Yeah, that's deep.
Oh my god,
The bar shit so much.
Nah, that shit don't need no balls. I'm on that Smitty shit on that one. We don't play that balls on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nigga walk in the bathroom talking that shit. Hey, what the fuck you watching me wipe my ass for? Nigga? How you know what I'm doing? I heard the tissue roll.
tricks.
What? Somebody wiping ass.
Oh my god.
Is it gay to use wet wipes as a man?
No, nigga.
Oh, Smitty use wet wipes.
Yeah. Nigga, I was in the desert for fucking months at a time. Nigga, I fucking took baths with fucking baby wipes.
Yeah,
Nigga.
you probably be cussing the kids out when they touch them and shit.
Nigga.
Nachos! Daddy's ass!
Oh my god.
Daddy's ass needs to be supple.
Supple.
You smell like baby powder all the time.
I don't know, unless you got some type of sensitive ass or some shit. Then
Sensitive ass.
But other than that, I think you should probably use tissue. So I'm gonna go with no. I'm going no on that.
What if you go and eat like some spicy ass Mexican food? You ain't gonna use no wet wipes?
Wow. Go get your wet wipes. Killer.
We must got different shitting habits. Cause I'm all set.
Yeah, spicy shit run through me, but not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, it's good.
Y'all motherfuckers don't understand.
That nigga Smitty said, no matter what, I'm getting my wet wipes. Turtle head.
Wet wipe.
Pat, pat, patter. Shit, nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god. Yo, y'all seen the fucking that weed shop that's about to open in Chicopee?
I did see that shit.
The what?
The what?
There's a restoration shop opening up in Chicopee. And they're supposed to start selling weed Friday.
Walking with your ID. You could get that weed.
We'll see.
What do y'all think about that shit?
I'm with it. You see who you asking?
I'm with it. As long as there's no type of bullshit behind the whole ID. I heard last time they were stopping you from getting something. Like if you.
That's how it's gonna be automatically.
Oh, yeah.
Recreational, you could get certain items, but without your
Marijuana card?
card, you can't get the whole fucking
Really?
thing in it. Yeah. You
Limitations.
need your ID to get everything.
To get like the fire shit?
Yeah, not even the fire shit, it's everything. Like it might be like you can't get no oils, or you can't get none of this. You know what I mean? Like shit that's there for medical
Caps on
purposes.
it.
Oh, okay.
Technically, what it is
Alright.
is the dispensary has to allocate 30% of their entire inventory for medical. What 30% they do is up to them. But state dosing requirements for edibles and the like restrict what they can move from medical to recreational. So any edible, it has to be a 5 milligram dose or less to be recreational. If it's
Really? That's whack.
If it's over 5 milligrams a dose,
You pay in the
you
back.
can't buy it
I'm
unless
not
you have a
getting no
medical
edibles.
card.
He said, I'm not getting milk. We got these 5 minute bitch, please. You know who I am?
The fuck
Smoke
is that
dog,
gonna do?
baby!
Have y'all had like any problems with the police whenever y'all got stopped because of weed?
Nah.
Lately, no.
I mean, yeah, lately, no.
Like, what? How does that go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Problems.
how
You
is
know,
that?
we done got our weed took, but never like.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact.
You
yeah.
seen
never-
that shit with
I've
that
never
dude? He was
been
like,
out.
yeah, this
This
shit is
dude
trash.
took- this dude
I'm gonna
took-
charge you littering.
Wow. I'd have fought that guy.
You seen that video?
Yeah,
You
I
seen
think
no.
that shit was fake though.
It was definitely.
Probably- yeah,
That
it was
shit
planned
fake.
out.
I think
Yeah,
that's-
definitely.
But that shit is dumb funny.
I don't know. Would you rather have a weed? I said weed. Would you rather have a cop throw out your weed, or would you rather have him keep your shit? You know, sometimes
There's no difference.
Nah, don't.
Yeah.
Nah,
Not at all.
I
Because at the end of the
don't
day,
have
I'm
mine.
right. At the end of the
It
day.
depends on the
I
scenario.
am stressed.
I would
I'm
take
just saying.
solace knowing that the
weedless.
cop is smoking all my hard-earned weed.
Sometimes they'll be like they'll keep it, and they'll, like you know what I mean, they might give you like
We're taking us
ticket
downtown.
for speeding or some shit.
Nigga,
And
how
then
you
like
taking my weed
sometimes
downtown. My
they
weed
have-
getting booked.
they'll have you throw it
My
away.
weed getting booked,
and then
but I'm
they'll
not
erase
getting shit.
everything. And
I
then
got
you
arrested
get in
one
the car
time
and
and they
drive
pinched like a quarter ounce out of the bag.
I bet and got high as a
That's
kite.
Matter of fact,
They give it
damn
back to
yo,
you?
I did have
They
that.
didn't give
Think
that. They
about
didn't
this.
even mark it down in evidence, Dame. That's what it means.
What if you had
You
some,
said they pinched a quarter out.
what if you had some work in the car and you
Oh,
get pulled
shit.
over and you smoking, and now they're trying to give you
Here
some
goes
shit because
the
you're
toast
smoking.
section.
So you have a little bit of bud, and you give them the bud. Like here, yep, that's it.
You
So
said
they-
you
so they-
were smoking or you had weed in the car?
Now you said you smoking.
You're smoking.
If you're smoking,
Yeah,
you're going
close.
down because
Yeah,
it's
book.
DUI.
Yeah, book.
If you just got the weed in the car, you can probably beat it in court because you're still going down at that
Yeah,
moment.
you wanna
But
see
you could probably beat it in court because they ain't have probable cause for such a seizure in your car.
Yeah, some other bullshit.
Right.
But if
right.
you're smoking at the time, they're going down. That's
Yeah,
DUI.
No, yeah, that's what I'm
Just
trying
like
to say.
You got weed on you more
You're,
than like a lot.
no,
First
no,
off,
no.
what's- yeah, what's
My-
work?
what I'm trying to say is that
So it's work.
they don't catch you
I've had
smoking.
this
They don't know you're
situation happen.
smoking, but you know you smoke.
If you have an open
You know what I'm saying? But the
container
police
of
don't
in
know.
the car,
And you're in there and you're like, damn, I got pulled over. You know, they don't know I smoked or whatever, but
do you believe in God?
Are you a cop?
no, I'm not.
I mean, he's like, are you a cop?
That's when you start praying.
I'm just asking. I'm
That's,
just.
that's what happens.
Because
in that
alright, so
situation.
I've been in a-
So I had this happen.
I've been in a
and
situation-
The dude just, the cops just took the weed and let us go.
I've been in a situation where we got pulled over. Yeah, you know, whatever. And they must not have known that we were smoking, but for some reason, they just, I don't know, they said some shit. And at the time, I was thinking, like, yo, if they try to, like, do some bullshit, like, we have to do something to like get them the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
How the fuck
I gave them a half ounce. Cause then they took it, and then they just, you know what I'm saying? Like after that,
Were you the driver?
I wasn't.
When was this?
This was after the whole decriminalization. This is before.
Oh, you good then?
So you just turned over your weed voluntarily?
Yeah, because you can have up to an ounce on you.
Yeah, you just get
They were like, we probably weren't
Yeah.
even gonna write you a ticket, but thanks.
But when you got more than that on you,
They don't know as long as you know what I mean, you keeping it straight.
You
seem like you're a good guy or whatever.
They probably said nah.
no, but they might fuck with you,
all I had.
and then they
got that
find some
five.
other shit. Then now you're going.
There's a lot of
Now
niggas
you
locked
really
up for
going
that
through
shit
it. You know
now.
what I'm saying?
It's a lot of niggas who ain't seen the daylight for years over that.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Nah,
I
but
can't believe that this motherfucker's still like locked up for that shit too.
Nah, but it's weird. Sometimes, you know, all depending on the officer, though, because sometimes they can take that shit and still, you know what I mean? I'll be gonna search your car for more. Just to make sure you ain't lying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I had a cop
it
on
all
my
depends,
radio.
bro.
Yeah,
It really do
Yeah,
depend.
I had a cop
Yeah,
terrible
it does.
rental.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Straight over some fucking weed.
Over some simple shit. Like, you know what I mean? They can, you can tell them, like, yo, I got this right here and this in the ashtray. And they're like, all right. Get out the car still. Like, man, I just told you what I had. Like, now they going through your backpack in the trunk. Like, damn, brother, come on, what's going on?
That's crazy. Yep.
Oh, nigga.
Wait, I thought they couldn't search the trunk though.
Nah, that's that probable cause type shit.
Yeah, then you say no, they lead to all some other shit, nigga. Now you
What about your glove compartment? They can't search unless they have probable cause.
Yeah.
I don't be
Shit.
knowing, yo. That shit, they be going
If
shit.
it's locked,
If it's locked,
it's
it
locked.
can't go in it.
It's locked. That's all you gotta
Well, how many
keep it
people
locked.
keep their shit locked?
Nobody.
Me?
You keep your shit locked?
Yup, just because I know that if it's
That's how they
locked, you
beat you in the
can't
head.
fucking...
They know the ways around it.
Well-
License and registration. Leave your car running, please. When you locking it back.
Right.
When you locking it back, you gonna turn your car.
Turn that fucking car back! I just want to lock my back. I just want to lock it. Yo, matter of fact, speaking of that, yo, we got fucking, we got what? This nigga damn near, we had to give up, I had to give up mad weed when he pulled over just to go to the bathroom.
It wasn't just to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it was.
I was pissing on the side of the state highway. This nigga, just like niggas, you know how niggas downplay shit. I was just going to the fucking bathroom, cop on the bullshit. I was just going to the bathroom, like, you know, like by the highway and shit, with one of the rest. Nah, like,
Yeah.
literally by the highway. I do.
Wait, so they
Like,
pull
through the
up?
hazard.
They pull up on you because
Yeah, I threw the hazard on this shit because, you know what I mean, I was pushing it, you know what I mean? Because it was like damn late, I'm off the Red Bulls and I'm Adderall and shit. I'm like, yo, I gotta go.
you had the hazard lights on.
No, yeah. So as soon as they see the car, they pull up on the car.
Because they think
we running back to the car.
they're
like,
doing the
what
right
fuck is
thing.
going on? I'm gonna keep it $1 with you. That shit said next exit like 4 miles. But
So now you know. Don't throw the
I had a
hazards
good
in.
1
You're gonna
mile
pull off
left
on the
in
side.
me.
Just like
I had a good 1 mile left in me, and then I was letting out 120 miles on this motherfucker.
I see, but I see why you put the hazard because you was like trying to let motherfuckers
No,
know.
it was
Don't.
like 3, 4 in the morning. It was pitch black, and this was one of them highways that had no street lights. If I did not have the hazard light, that should have been.
And I gotta take
You were trying to let people know that you was there.
Motherfucker, go around.
Yeah. Okay.
The bonus,
around.
in the midst of that shit, this nigga had some weight on him. We have been
We-
smoking the
and I
whole
got a
I don't
ride.
know what he's talking
And I
about.
got a ticket.
That's all you got.
Yeah, ticket. What kind of ticket?
Like, it was like 150 or 220, maybe like 225.
He had more than an ounce.
It was mad. Yeah,
We was in a recreational
yeah,
state.
it was.
Oh, he had more than an ounce. He had like a QP on.
They took the weed in it. I got a ticket. Come on, like that.
With no complaints. That's why I said problems, because that's not really a problem, because you from out of state. And all they did was take your weed and let you go about your fucking.
Yeah.
You taking that shit as a dub, like, yo, fuck it.
Right.
All they do is take their weed, huh? Fuck, I still have my weed, nigga. But I was like, hey, look here! These niggas like, yo! Let me hit it, nigga. Let me hit it. Hit the blunt.
Y'all funny as
Oh,
I wasn't trying to incriminate myself and shit, but then they told their story. Now, okay.
That shit was a good time. It was a bad time and a good time same time.
Oh boy.
Yeah, here now, right?
Damn, everybody getting QPs taken from them.
That's the
Guess
worst.
how much got taken from me
That's
that
the
time?
worst. When they get you for a whole QP, you feel like
I was like, goddamn.
the world's over.
Like,
That shit was the first QP, brother. But nigga, I thought you
real,
smoked
like
a
I didn't
nugget
make
and
it
shit.
home.
It's like your heart
like,
slowed down a
damn.
little bit. You like,
Probably went through hella shit just to get that shit, and next thing you know,
Nigga,
Brother,
what?
we made it, what?
It's a long
7
trip
hours with
home.
some change. What this shit? What the fuck you mean? How like 4 hours?
It was 8
I was waiting all day. I was waiting all day,
We
man.
went in there 8 hours with that hoop QP on us. All we had was 4 hours.
Mind you,
left.
I didn't have to pee. Like, I was good. Like, let's go. Like, these niggas got to pee. I ain't
The
got to
nigga
fucking
who
pee.
didn't get out the car get his weed took.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, we need this. I'm not the driver. That's my bag. Like,
Yeah.
Niggas didn't even pull up the dogs. They had the best weed noses in the world. Them niggas was like,
This
this
one
more weed in
leading
this car. We gave them niggas like an
Yes.
ounce. They took more
They
than
were like a
QP,
bloodhound.
we
They
gave
were
them like an
sniffing that
ounce.
shit.
I did lose my weed. We gave them like an ounce, and then they was like, nah, it's more weed.
I think it was that.
We said, nah, we was smoking. We've been smoking for hours. Like, ain't no more weed in here. Go in the trunk, little boot. There's weed in that bag. And there's a lot of weed in that bag. Who bag is this?
Damn.
It was literally a QP in that bag.
Is this bloodhound ass?
Yeah.
Fucking no! Nigga, I don't want this nigga around me ever. Nigga, like, yo.
That's crazy.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
How you smell that weed? No.
That's crazy.
That's exactly what they did. They just took the whole QP and drove off.
Probably because
Yeah,
y'all was smoking and y'all smelled yourself. If anything,
Nah.
y'all ain't smell the bag. I don't know
Yeah,
about
like, what
how
people
it
smell
is.
the
When I used to
flavors.
smoke, I used to never really smell the shit. Like if I would smoke and go in the crib, my mom might smell it. I don't smell it because I just smoke. You know what I'm saying? So when you're a
Put it on the
smoker
fucking
and shit, you might have some work fucking in the bag. And you don't even know how that should smell. But when you don't smoke, your senses start to like kick in a little bit different. So that shit probably was reeking, and y'all didn't even know.
That makes it even worse if that shit was that much of a fucking gas pack and he took that whole shit. You know how many niggas feel no better about it.
That's what crazy
That
shit.
shit's probably reeking. He took the whole QP for y'all. Be happy. Damn, man.
That could have been the dopest dope you would have ever smoked.
It's because we
To
got
like-
there and we was
To lose that,
straight
to buy some bullshit where we got him.
straight
I
bullshit.
bet. I was like,
Top
man,
dollar for
that was-
bullshit.
yeah.
Bullshit.
I'd have been tight.
That's whack.
Y'all got set up.
It's like, nigga, we could have damn near came here and been the plug for 3 days. Like, hey, you still got some? Nah, nigga, I was working over QP, brother. Working over QP.
Yeah.
Dang.
You guys ever been an asshole on accident?
all the time. Well,
A
not
lot.
Halloween. Oh.
Damn.
Real asshole?
Remember this? Remember that I told you? You don't remember?
Oh.
He's like, get the fuck out of here. He's fucking yelling at his kids and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, alright, so check this. This was wild shit.
This shit right here.
Nigga had
this was
a
some
heater.
wild shit.
Yo, I did not know.
Where babies came from?
This nigga's stupid. Nah, yo, alright, so I ended up having a conversation with a female, right? And she weighs like her pictures, right? She
The
looks
fact
like
that
she
you even
weighs.
had to bring
Listen,
that up.
no, listen.
It's not gonna be a good number.
No, listen.
It's not gonna be low.
She weighs like damn near 100 pounds, right? Like,
Oh,
like
that's-
she looks small
Okay.
as hell, right? All right.
Okay.
So she was like, I need to lose this gut. I was like, okay, do 5 crunches and that shit will be gone. I was like, yo, you're good, yo. What do you mean?
And what, she took it personal?
Nah, not even. I was like, yo, you don't work out? And she was
He was like,
nah.
send me picture of Bob's
Hold
place.
on, no, hold on. She was like, nah, I can't. I was like, what do you mean you can't? She's like, I'm paralyzed from the legs down.
Wait,
Michael.
but you didn't know that.
No, I had
How'd you
no
not know that from her
idea.
pictures?
Alright, so
Because
Wait,
she's in a wheelchair.
I didn't know there was no
She's in a
wheelchair, bro.
All
There was
the-
no
I thought she was
wheelchair
just always in a
nowhere.
dope ass chair.
There was no
what was she buying a desk
She
the whole
always
time?
looked
How
hella
did desk
the whole time.
No.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's why I asked. You ever been an asshole on accident?
Wow. We can top that cake.
I did some shit like that one time. I was working at Bay State and like I was pushing people around in wheelchairs and shit, and you just like put both the things down so they can put their feet up, and one guy didn't have a foot on that side.
Oh my god.
But you know what?
What you was
You was trying to
Yeah, you know, if he had a foot there, I would have had it.
right. You was looking out. You was looking out.
That means you just wasn't being observant at all. What the fuck you was doing?
Yeah, no, I was high.
Oh.
Been high my whole life, kid.
Out there.
Especially at Bay State, you gotta probably be high for this.
God damn.
It's alright,
God,
out
that
the
is
university
fucked up. He was being courteous.
He would not be pushing.
Wait, alright, so you didn't know she was in the
Nah,
wheelchair?
hell no.
Yeah, that's way worse, though.
You guys do this.
But his response is
Bottom
very
of the barrel. Bottom of the
I was like, what the fuck you mean?
Oh, no. He said that.
What you mean?
I was like, what?
I was like, oh.
That shit threw you the fuck off, huh?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, oh
I don't think I've ever
no.
had anything like that.
I don't want to do it. Never mind.
Ah.
How does she know she has a gut? There, I said it.
Because she looks small. She doesn't have
She's
a
sitting down.
Yeah.
Don't fucking nudge me, man. I was to do that. Y'all both of y'all. I done fucking control.
I made no jokes about this. I told the story.
the whole line of topic.
I'm just asking questions.
Out of control. In a fucking book.
Alright, so yeah. So what is it about being an asshole and an accident?
Yeah, because I feel like a straight dickhead.
I can understand that.
'Cause I didn't
But it was
know.
unintentional in your
It
heart.
absolutely was. I had no idea. I was like, yo, do 5 crunches. You
No, it was
good, what
intentional.
you
After she
mean?
told him, he was still like, you should
I
still
was
do
like,
5 crunches.
oh,
Yeah.
shit.
She's like, thanks, you fucking arse.
Yeah,
Was she
it
still
is
taller
what it
than
is.
you?
Probably.
I was not going.
Still told her I'm in the gym.
I couldn't even think of something that
Chairs.
fucking crazy.
That is wild. I was like, oh my god.
Was this on Facebook?
Nah. Oh my god.
We on like a like a date nap?
Ashley Madison and shit.
Nah.
This motherfucker Mike.
My god. Ashley Madison, yeah, right, I wish.
You wish.
I wish.
Niggas on plenty of fish.
Stop.
Good evening, guy. Y'all motherfuckers don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing. You didn't know she was paralyzed.
Right. You tell her to work out and
Yeah.
shit, throwing shots at her and shit. Like, what the
Sure,
fuck? Get off your lazy ass and work out.
That would have been a real
wonder if I
big move.
could.
That would have been fucked up. Even without you knowing.
You know when you're having sex with your woman and shit, and she just came from the bathroom, they're like, damn, you didn't get all that tissue on your ass.
We're talking about this like 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah.
You get them little tissue crumbs and shit. You didn't want to get them? Is that being an ass on accident? Because I don't be trying to be ass, you just gotta point them out. You have them little tissue crumbs and shit. Using cheap tissue.
You just be trying to look out.
That's cheap tissue. You should use wet wipes. Like
When you say the truth, when you say the truth, or you're like you feel like you're saying some asshole shit.
You don't want to push one of those in there by accident and then it gets infected.
Yeah, you don't want to put your face down there and shit. You do. What you gonna do? You're gonna take that for the team? You're gonna take every last tissue ball for the team. That's what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna take the tissue ball for the team? Young man, you're gonna take the tissue ball for the team? Never will I!
Yo, that's
I
crazy.
look like the type. You see that beard? Give me a Smitty.
Y'all already know.
I'll take the team, I will. I'm gonna spin every tissue ball to the left.
This is crazy, bro.
Think your mom's still watching?
Oh, God. She signed out, deleted her account.
Nah, she probably dying laughing.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Yo.
You ain't never licked the titty and been like, You know, Disney been playing half-court basketball like 20, 30 minutes top, YMCA and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want bird bath or something, because I know I just randomly licked the nipple and shit, but that shit was mad salty.
The after
Yeah, remember back in the day in the movies, bitches would be like, let me go to the bathroom and freshen up. I've heard a bitch say that since back in the day in the movie. You chilling with bitches, you don't know?
a napkin at first.
He was waiting for that moment.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's funny because ain't none of y'all motherfuckers heard that.
Yo,
Nah.
no.
They just.
I feel like that's like from like the fucking old team. Yeah, like nah, they because they be ready. Or we don't know that.
Nah, they ready. They walk in. They gonna freshen out. Like out. Behind it. No bullshit. First thing they do as soon as they go anywhere.
You trying to pass the pen to somebody?
No.
Oh.
We a bunch of down passes off this motherfucker.
He don't pass that at all. I don't think he would want to hit that after him anyway.
It's fair.
He had maggot sex in his mouth.
Where did that
That's
come
from
from?
Yeah.
Nigga man looked up. I'm like, he said, nigga.
Yeah.
With the eyes. That vocalizes it.
Double pumped it.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh my god, yo. What? Oh my god. I fucking hate y'all motherfuckers.
That's fine. Yo, y'all seen that shit in Alabama with the
girl?
The girl who got shot?
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
Y'all seen that shit?
literally
Y'all seen that
No,
shit?
I haven't.
No.
Girl basically got into an altercation with, I think it was a man, and it ended up leading to the man shooting her. She was pregnant. So he ended up beating the case because it's a stand your ground state, even though he was a man she was on. But she's getting charged with manslaughter because the baby died because she got shot in the stomach.
Because she started the
Wait,
fight.
she's getting
She started the fight.
What was it? What was
Wait,
the
wait,
fight
she
over?
survived though?
Oh,
They didn't
I
give
need
some
must have
specifics.
survived,
Yeah,
right?
No
she
background?
survived. They didn't,
I need some information.
They didn't give all the specifics of that, but they saying she started the altercation, which led to the that's how the person beat it. Because whatever she did, some females that don't matter to them. They be pregnant, they still out there doing whatever. You know what I mean? I guess she started the shit, but
So
the person shot her in the stomach, killed her kid, and
She's getting charged.
She's getting charged.
So he's getting
But
on.
hold
Oh,
on,
they
hold
already
on.
did it.
My mom always told me you couldn't hit a woman. So cheat code is, did you shoot him?
Cheat code. Not if you're black. Our viewers watching, do not take that.
Oh my god.
That shit do not work. Do not
Cheat
shoot
code?
no
Did you
woman. No cheat
speaks
code and no hack the life.
That was in Alabama.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Yeah. The first state that didn't approve that abortion is against the law.
That shit is
She was black.
crazy.
She was
That's a
black, too.
crazy. That's
She was black.
Yeah, she was black.
Insane. I don't even know what to think of it.
What would you do if you were the father?
I thought he was.
I don't think it was the father. He wouldn't beat that.
Yeah, that's a good ass point.
He said, nah, he was a beast.
Nah,
Yo, nah, yeah, I don't see that
They
happening.
just showed the
too.
fuck up, seeing her leaking. Holy shit! Life.
Rick Ruth was famous and he went away for that.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Nah, yo, but for real, yeah. Yeah.
Demetrius Carew. Yeah, it's cool, buddy.
Nah, yeah, ain't no way.
What you roll it, a blunt?
Oh, what?
Nah, cause it looked like you had a backwood and then you had a joint around it.
I never recall it that.
They ain't getting pointed.
I looked at him and he was rolling a backwood. Then I seen the joint around it. I was like, yo.
Shit fucking ripped, so I just made it.
Oh, okay.
baby?
Oh, he's a surgeon.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a surgeon. He performed surgery. That,
You really never smoked, yo?
I have
used to
smoked.
smoke. You say you
I
just
used to
don't
smoke.
now.
I don't do it.
You never made these in your, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
You just called it a blunt.
I rolled the blunt and then had a
He
fucking
even
hole
knows
in
what
it.
it's called.
and
You
then
right. You don't even know the name.
He knows the history of it.
He invented that.
I thought you was getting the new names now.
Nah.
Hey, you better trademark that shit if you did it, motherfucker.
You heard it here.
Somebody viewing this shit, trademarking it right now.
I hope not. Nah, hell no.
Supreme
Man.
Blunt
Man.
Pick.
When you start smoking.
Started smoking when I stopped or started?
Stop.
Like 3 years ago.
Damn.
So if it's
Cold
not
turkey
gas
out of nowhere.
what is your muse when you write music? Like what keeps you just in tune with the music the entire time you do it? Because I've been smoking weed since I'm a rapper, so I don't know how
I started rapping before I started smoking weed.
Yeah. So what's your muse? You could literally just sit down and just clock in and just.
Yeah, think about everything.
Beat off or something before you know.
Oh my
Wow.
That's extra.
His mom's watching, guys.
Dame just want to know so he can show up earlier. Not that you're rating, nigga. That you're rating. Like, nigga, what the fuck? I ain't writing, nigga. What the fuck you keep showing up to my house?
Alright.
Yo.
Nigga, what the fuck?
A little wooster, dude. What the fuck?
You tell me you down with that shit?
He's like, that's what that for?
The fuck?
This nigga, oh my god.
Nah, I just think about my life and shit. I just think about whatever's going on. Like, I don't know, I just get the beat tells me the flow, and then I just go from there and just think about what's going on.
What do you do
What
when
I've
you
been
get
through.
writer's block? You get writer's block? You ever got writer's block?
Nah.
You don't at all.
When I was younger, yeah, because I was not experienced and not polished enough to know that shit and how to handle it. But now, what I do is I just give myself a break and I let that shit call me. Like, when you just get the vibe, you get the, you know what I'm saying, inside yourself, you know what I'm talking about. You just get the vibe to write some shit or make a song. It hits you. And I feel like that's like, I don't know, maybe it's just kind of natural inside yourself. And if it's not, it's just, whenever you get that vibe, you just gotta run with it. But you can't force it. You can't force it. Because if you force it, then it's just gonna fuck shit up and then, you
That's rape.
know what I mean? What?
What?
Yo.
He said if you force it, it's rape.
Yeah, yo, rape.
Yeah, right. You're right.
What you got planned for the rest of the year?
I'm trying to put out an album in the next few months.
Okay, talk that fucking talk.
Pain and Glory.
No shit, no shit.
Yeah. I've had that. I have other shit ready. It's just, I go off the vibe. Like, I have other projects that are already halfway done or almost done. I go off the vibe of what I want to put out. But I've been doing this shit, like in 2016, that's when I just locked in. And, you know, I didn't have my life together at that point, but I was working towards that. And I had a lot of time on my hands. I was living in New York and shit. And I was just writing every fucking day, writing. That's all I did. And before you know it, I just built up a lot of fucking songs, and I just started planting seeds for these different projects and shit. Like, yeah, I only have one project out right now, but that's because I take my time with this shit. Because why am I just gonna put out some trash or some shit that's not me at 100%? People ain't gonna fuck with it, you know what I mean? So I like to take my time with this shit. I don't like to force the shit. I let it tell me when to do it. That's how I feel about
This
it.
nigga make love to his shit.
I was about to ask that too. You already answered it. I was gonna ask if you fucking, what's the name, have shit in the stash and shit like that. You got funny projects like,
Yeah.
that's dope as fuck. Hey, keep fucking working. You're nice as fuck, for real.
Nah, shit. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all bringing me up here, man.
I heard about you a while ago. Fucking.
Yeah, when you were talking about John,
Mhm.
I didn't know what John you were talking about because I mean John is like,
You're right.
5 Johns, you know what I mean? But then I linked up. He's thinking about some other shit. Get your mind I know what you're talking about.
Whoa, that's sick, yeah. This nigga said he trying to get the bag off these niggas. That's no 5 Johns, nigga.
All music, volume 9.
Yeah, they still make those shit.
Hell yeah.
With
They
little
like
baby
on,
and shit on
they like
there.
on 38.
They got a playlist now. They have Spotify, right?
Nah, they like on Kids About 38. No bullshit.
Yeah.
3800.
Yeah, that shit way past that.
538.
They got Chief Keef on there.
They probably
That shit was from
do.
15
They
tracks to
probably
18
do.
tracks.
Yeah.
Pick this shit.
One album? Just one
Pick
album.
shit up my ass.
You want to, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say I'm New Edition Greatest Hits. It's an album.
Damn, well,
That's an album. You can get it on the disc. That's what it says in
You
Custom
can buy it
You can
right
buy it
now.
on the disc. No bullshit. It's an album.
it is.
All the old school Greatest Hits albums are actual albums. There's some albums.
Yo, I was thinking about a greatest
In
hits
music,
too.
but you ain't say one. You say Watch the Throne.
I'm about
Out
to-
of all the greatest hit albums in the fucking world, you said Watch the Throne.
Watch the throne. That's
What you mean? I'm listening to New Edition Greatest Hits.
The production on Watch the Throne
The answer to my
is-
answer over
That's
that
one of my
album.
favorite
whole-
albums. That's one of my all-time
Yeah.
favorite albums.
Like, I'm not gonna say I like every single song on Watch the Throne, but the production on every single song.
Unmatched.
It's one of those albums that
That shit
bring
got
me
slept
back,
on.
like to where I was at. Bring me back to Cali. That's another reason why.
How do they
That
just
should bring me
slept
back to
on?
Cali.
Oh, Jay-Z and Kanye, they ate.
You said that slept on?
That shit
I'll
is
say
dope,
shit.
bro.
I don't think
It
They
did.
ate off that shit.
I played that shit out.
Fuck you. That
Yeah,
shit
but
get numbers.
I'm the population. I played that shit.
All right, well, for
Nobody
me,
care about your ear.
for me, a lot of people that I chill with are Nas fans. So, ever since that shit happened, it's like anything with Jay-Z, up until now, because people are getting older and they're understanding how much shit Jay-Z has fucking done.
Yeah.
But at a point in time, there was the divide, and we grew up in that time. You know what I'm saying? So, it's for some people, they don't give a fuck about Jay-Z and Kanye. You know what I mean? So it did get slept on, and especially like I don't know, I just felt like it got slept on.
You saw that shit about Beyonce's dad saying he don't think she would have been as famous or had that great of a career if she was darker.
They've been addressing that shit. a
Her
lot
dad
lately.
said that?
Yeah.
They've been addressing this shit a lot lately. With a lot of dark skinned females and that shit. It's bad.
You think so?
It's working for
Yeah,
them.
he brought up.
Yeah.
He brought up Kelly.
It's
He
not even
thought-
just
yeah.
Kelly, it's the fact that when we grew up watching TV, they swapped out dark skinned girls with light skinned girls in every TV show we watched. That's
Yeah.
facts.
Like Penny with
America.
Good
The
Times
black
with
woman-
all of that shit.
The
Like
black
from
woman is the least
Fresh
valuable person in the world. That's facts. That's facts. Ain't no bullshit.
Right, look at the movies that Gabrielle Union played in earlier stages of her career. One of them now the movie she gets.
That's her choice. Gabrielle Union's
I don't feel like
icon
it's her
status.
choice though.
She on icon status, brother. That's a
I
bad
don't feel
one.
like it's her choice.
It's a bad one. And Gabrielle Union be keeping that straight hair and shit like that. You gotta talk about black women that walk around and looking like black women.
She looks like a black woman.
She do. With some white woman hair. What about the black woman with natural black hair? That's my point. That's because she's normalizing to fit into the picture that she has to fit in to get that TV time. It's the women that's walking around with natural hair, fade, bald heads, dreads, and they dark skin. You're not getting that recognition. You're not getting them looks. They're not getting them spots. They're not getting them starring roles. Shit, we grew up to Kelly fucking Price. Fuck you mean?
that is
Come on, brother. Like, niggas don't even talk about Kelly Price no more. Who?
damn.
I don't know.
Look how long Mary done made her career last. No disrespect to Auntie Mary, but you know Auntie Mary part of the brown skin, the medium blend, so she could.
Oh, Mary J. Blige?
Yeah, she done made her career last well longer than this shit up.
She's
You know what I'm
dope.
saying? She was. She should have hung it up fucking 5-6 years ago.
She got a nice catalog too.
Yeah, she did.
She does have a dope catalog.
4, 5, 6 years ago.
But she put in a lot of work though.
She did. Now she putting in work because it seemed like a veteran that should retire. You know what I mean? When you in the league and you got 4 or 5 rings, you done touched millions and been on this team, that team, this team.
Yeah,
and your
nah,
body's
I feel you on
perfect.
that.
You getting
But then
13
again-
minutes. Why you still in that?
But then again, some people are fine with that. Some people get to the point where they
She
don't
got
want
the
to.
bag still.
But now you
They don't-
cheating your fans of quality music. Listen, when the last time you listened to?
Uh,
You ain't listen
I
to
can
no
see-
Mary
yeah, I
J.
can
Blige shit like
understand.
you listen to What's the 411. Share My World, all of that. You ain't listening to New Mary like that.
Right.
Last Mary I really bumped was that the shit with Drake from, what, 5 years ago?
That's like Lauryn Hill.
Oh, I'm with that all the time. Shit went out. I fully agree with you. I feel Lauryn Hill
Well,
is overrated.
I guess 1.5.
Crazy.
100%
One and two.
overrated.
She's not overrated.
100% overrated.
She's fucking-
She's fired. I didn't say she's not fired. That's my words.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's not fired. I'm saying she's overrated. She does not have a catalog to be on the icon status that she is. Her catalog don't match no one in her genre. No one.
But that lets you know that with that one album,
Wait, but how many
something
chicks
great.
can rap though?
I agree.
Rap and sing.
A million. Go on
But
YouTube. Go on YouTube and stuff.
yeah, but they weren't selling records like Lauryn Hill though.
She didn't sell records. She sold the album.
Lauryn Hill?
She sold the album. The Fuji sold records. Lauryn Hill sold one album.
Yeah.
She sold an album. That's documented. She made one.
But some of their biggest hits was because of her voice. Can you imagine Wyclef and Pras on Fuji Live by themselves?
Yeah, they was all separate artists.
But I don't think it would. I don't think it would have hit the same.
Wyclef catalog is 3 million times longer than Lauryn Hill's. Like literally.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Literally. Like literally. And realistically, we don't even think of Wyclef in the.
But Wyclef is, I don't know. He's a little different though.
Niggas realistically put Wyclef under Lauryn Hill. Be real with yourself.
Yeah, nah, they definitely do.
Listen to what we talking about. This man was in a group with her. Beyond that, then fed for generations, created more, did shit for a
He
whole
did Cannabis'
fucking
whole album too.
Caribbean island,
He
nigga,
did a
and
bunch of
still
shit.
he's under her with that one album. And she had to eat from him as much as, you know what I mean?
Right.
Same shit like you're saying with Group. It's not like they was all taken from Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It had to be a lot of creative juices and shit she took from them. You know what I mean? You hear a lot of similarities in their flows and the way they was flipping shit from her one album. I love Lauryn. I always say this shit, but I never knocked that album. You know what I mean? The Miseducation is one of the greatest albums ever, but it's just that one. When Mike made Thriller, he had to make something else. He had to. When Usher dropped 87 over 1,
But you
niggas
think
thought he was done. When he came out with fucking Confessions, Usher.
All right, so let me ask you
then
this.
But she
You
didn't
think-
want
you
it
think-
anymore. She walked
you think-
away.
You
so
think
he
it?
gave her the icon status. That's the definition of overrated. That's the definition of overrated.
How is that the definition?
If a nigga played in the league 1 year and he got the MVP for 1 year, won the championship,
She didn't
and we
ask
say
for
he's the
us
greatest
to
basketball
crown
player
her.
of all time because that 1 year he played, he was better than everybody.
No.
He'd be brought up though.
He would. Yeah.
He'd be brought up, honorable mention. Correct. Correct. Hands down. That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from what she did, but everybody puts Lauryn Hill on that icon status. It's like,
But what
even
if she-
down to the after the fact.
If she would have put out another album, you
It'd
think
been
it would have
trash.
flopped?
Yeah. No. If she'd have put out an album right after Miseducation,
Yeah.
she'd have ate. But over the time, with the
'Cause
mental
the
shit she was
momentum.
doing, all the extra shit, she was going through too much. That's why no music was coming out. It'd have been trash over time. She wasn't there no more. She wasn't there. That's why she started doing the shit she did. Fucking off shows, coming late, doing all that bullshit. She's been doing that shit for years.
Yeah.
We still keep her in that icon status. That motherfucker still buy tickets. For Lauryn Hill, not to show up. I see this shit on my timeline every year. Just had a Lauryn Hill Park show, waited 3 hours. She came for the last 15 minutes, said sorry and left. Y'all motherfuckers with icon status.
Yeah.
Based on her status of that one album that you heard 20 some odd years ago, you willing to wait 3 hours for this person who come 15 minutes that did this shit 3 months ago.
Because it made them feel
I feel you.
Good.
that good.
Yeah. It's timeless
Yeah.
music.
What has she
You
done
can't-
for you lately?
I'm just saying, but if you put it on, I bet you they're gonna feel how they felt when they heard
And I
it.
feel you. It's the same way if some niggas who watch old Michael Jordan tapes and all that shit. That's nostalgia. That's the definition of nostalgia. Like, to
Right.
put you
Yeah.
in an icon status, you need a catalog to compare to other people that are in this icon status. So if I got icons and they got 50 hit songs and you got 10 out of what, 14 I was on the album, 15, 16 I was on the album, you got 10, 12 hit songs, but this motherfucker had 50. This motherfucker had 60. Same shit you said about Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is under Lauryn Hill. And Erykah Badu catalog is way
Wild.
bigger than Lauryn Hill's.
Yeah,
I
Erykah
think she's
Badu.
under her.
Yep. I said
Yeah.
before. Maybe she not. I think a lot of people put Lauryn Hill.
She's
above
dope as
Erykah
fuck. Erykah Badu, no bullshit. She is dope as fuck. She is like, yeah, she's underrated. She's the complete opposite of Lauren. she's underrated.
She got hella respect, just like Andre got hella respect.
You
But it ain't a
better
lot of
fight.
people who gonna sit there and actually be having them in their playlist and play their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Unless it's Outkast, like, just, you know, how much solo shit does Andre have, you know? Most of it is shit from Outkast albums.
Would you ever sign to an artist or a label?
Depends on the artist.
Who would you sign to?
I mean, overthinking like a Jay-Z or like a Rick Ross.
Anybody.
Something like, maybe somebody like that. But not like my boy. Like somebody who's doing shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to start a label, but it's like, no, I'm good. But like, if it's right, you know what I mean? If it's organic and it comes together a certain way, but I wouldn't just sign to any artist though, because I look up to these people that are doing these things and they're knowledgeable about the shit. At least as far as from watching interviews and shit like that. We don't know them enough, you know, but I mean, it depends on the artist, because if you sign to just somebody who's active a lot and they're not in a position to really put you up, then it's like you might get held down from that, and that's not the wave either.
Word.
You don't want to get held back because this man might not even want to see you shine more than him.
Still has a career.
I really think that's what's good with Dreamville.
You think so?
I really think so. I feel like niggas who love J. Cole, we all fuck with Dreamville.
Me too.
But niggas outside of the people who love J. Cole are really just out of tune to all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have a cult following,
Yeah.
a cult fan base.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know.
Did you hear that new song with Kaz and Reason? And they're talking about robbing J. Cole? It's called Lambo Truck. You didn't hear that? Shit just came out like last night.
Yeah, see?
It's like last night, nigga.
Hey, but y'all be on it. I don't
8
know.
hours ago. Oh, 8 hours on about y'all bugging.
Nah, but yeah, they're talking about robbing J. Cole.
I gotta hear it.
Yeah, some people probably won't fuck with it, but I just was listening to it and I thought it was kind of cool. Like, if you listen to it, it's funny. It's funny the shit that they're saying, because then they go back and forth. He's like, nah, that's my boy, you know, like. Yeah. But you didn't see the fucking video with J. Cole and his eyes was lit up and shit in the studio when they were like listening to that song? You didn't see that? It's on fucking internet. It's on IG. They're in the studio and shit and they're playing that song and Kaz is in there and he's wilding out because J. Cole's like listening to what they're talking about. They're talking about robbing them and shit. Yo.
I need to step up my security.
Speaking
of that.
No bullshit.
Since none of y'all motherfuckers like to respond when I get all active in the group message, but y'all want to leave me with 89 messages when I'm not.
What you talking about?
You ever seen Escape Plan with Sylvester Stallone and 50 Cent? He was in the jail with what's the Terminator real name? Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, I heard that.
I think nobody said anything
I
because nobody knew what the fuck that. You just said us
I could have said that.
You just said us a picture of Sylvester Stallone and Escape Plan 2
together. I didn't know they had a lot of movies
Escape
together.
Plan 1, yeah, right?
Yeah, Escape Plan 1. That's what I'm saying. Have you ever heard of Escape Plan?
I think I seen one like on bootleg.
The nigga was breaking out of a maximum security prison and shit. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had to help him out. Shit. Y'all need to watch the shit fire. Fuck it, it defeats the purpose to ask the question. If y'all ain't seen the first.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's seen that movie.
Yo, again, stars to the
Might have
cast.
seen it.
Shit fire. Watch Escape Plan if you ain't seen it.
What was
But
the
low
question,
key, because
It's all about
I
the
didn't know they
movie.
dropped the second and the third one. Nigga, Escape Plan 1 was a major movie. Like it was theaters and all that shit. Escape Plan 2 and 3.
This table's ever seen. I wouldn't call it major.
It was in the theaters. The last time you been in theaters? If it's 8, if it's
You sure it was
30
Arnold and
years,
Sylvester?
What movies did I
I'm
just go see?
100%
To the kids
sure.
go see some shit.
That's what I'm saying. You need to watch it. Sylvester Stallone.
I didn't
is
know
the
they
main
had like.
character.
The only movies I ever seen them together is The Expendables.
Boy, I'll show you right now. It's an amazing movie.
I'll watch it if you put me on.
Yo,
I feel like I
Probably
missed.
gotta find a bootleg or some shit.
Nigga, the shit is on TV playing clear as fuck. All 3 of them. The fuck you talking about?
I'll have to go on bootleg. That's what I would think.
A movie from 4 years ago you need to watch on bootleg? What the fuck?
I would
Bo
not.
Digging me and look at you crazy as fuck. Yo, you got Escape Plan 1. 14. I can't get that.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, what you mean you can't get that?
Nah, honestly, I would have asked like something.
And Batista was in that shit.
First, I'd ask like,
Nigga, they had the
Batista?
stars. Nigga, Batista, 50 Cent. Nigga, everybody's in that shit.
that's the movie that's at somebody's crib.
Yeah.
You watch wrestling?
Somebody got that at
Yeah.
their crib.
You do watch wrestling?
Not
Still
currently,
to this day?
but I have. Yeah, I watch it every now and then, like the big.
Why you judging
event.
niggas, Smitty, man? Smitty, look at his face.
He was hoping he was gonna say real wrestling.
No! Nah.
You ain't
I
grow up
wouldn't
for
expect
wrestling?
nobody to
No,
watch
but I watch
I did
UFC
watch
though.
growing up watching wrestling, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up. Yeah, that's where
Growing
that's
up
where it
watching
comes from. Every now and then I go and watch the shit. Like
Now
if it's like a
it's
big
tough
thing.
Now. My brother be into that shit.
You watch UFC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah, I do. Who can't watch that shit unless you're real sensitive and can't watch people fucking each other up? But
What?
I fuck with that
Oh,
shit.
UFC.
UFC. No, but right
Yeah.
back
Shout
in the
out Pat,
day.
Yo, Pat Casey, my bad. He has a fight July 20th, some shit like that. The Biggie, I think the 20th.
You right.
Yeah, I think the 20th.
Yeah, the big.
Yo, I'm
E,
vlogging
It's
said I
like
think right.
21st.
It's the 20th. That's the
Saturday.
20th. It's the 20th.
Right.
20th. Positive.
Damn, that's just gonna. They're gonna put like a fucking octagon in there and everything.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
You have tickets.
Damn, that sounds crazy.
It is.
He said it is. Like he promoted it. I went to the
Like
last
Don
one.
King
Shit was wild.
and shit.
Shit was wild. I went to the last one. Nigga, it's the first one. Oh. Still went to it.
Who do you work with in the area?
Well, shit, right now it's just doing myself. You mean like outside, like just with
Oh,
music or
period.
just
Alright,
period?
so who you work with music?
Musically, it's been Sergio King, and that's mainly it, you know. And then everybody else from fucking YouTube that I found their beats and shit. But musically, it's just been Sergio. You know, I've reached out to a few people, and hopefully, you know, we got some shit in the works. I don't want to put their name out now because I don't know if everything's gonna come together. I don't want to look stupid and shit, but they know who they are. You know what I mean? But as far as everything else, as far as like local, it's selling the best. With the artwork and the merch and shit, pretty much everything.
Oh, for real. Who shot your videos? Don't shit so
Yeah, it's
personal.
Tim Berry, Soul School Productions.
Word. Who wins in
We just did a video last night.
What was it?
Oh, that's good.
What track? I can't say it yet.
It's not out yet.
Alright. When's that dropping?
Hopefully in
You can't bring it up and then
When's
just
that
walk
drop?
away.
hopefully in the fall.
Alright.
That's how many years?
Yeah, I like the fall.
I like the hoodie
Like
season.
when Leo season is over.
I like the hoodie season.
Yeah. Fuck you, nigga.
What?
Cause Leo season's the illest.
Come on, though. Don't lie. Like,
It is. Shut up. Who wins in a fight? Walmart employees or Target employees?
Walmart.
Definitely Walmart. Definitely Walmart.
Like, that's
They
like,
banging out.
it's not
Because
even
they see
a
this
fight.
shit every day, so they
Yeah,
can
it's
learn
not
something
even a
if
fight.
anything.
I seen that video.
Target, they ain't, nah.
They had a fight?
ain't-
Walmart and Target employees?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't think they were real Target employees, but there was a bunch of people wearing red, and they were like, when Target finally gets the best of Walmart, they're beating the shit out of this girl who works for
Oh,
Walmart.
shit. No, definitely Walmart. They definitely.
Yeah, they fucking rocking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
All
That
them
shit-
niggas that be pushing in carts and shit too. Target ain't got them type of roughneck niggas who be pushing in
The
carts.
bullshit, they got cardio and shit. They be out there.
Cardio?
You know what I'm saying?
Target niggas don't even let you get your shit all the way outside. Beep, beep, hold the shit like that. Guy with the hat.
Yeah, that's funny.
Walmart niggas rocking shit.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's where the most fights be at, anyways.
For
You
real.
know, every time you see a
Walmart.
fight, Walmart.
I think you work in a
Parking
professional
lot.
boxing gym.
That's
Picked up a
crazy.
thing or two.
Niggas be bored walking to the Walmart.
Good old Walmart, huh?
Walmart knows some shit about to go down. That's good old Wally World.
Sit on that bench outside the subway.
Oh boy.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, guy. Did not.
What made you ask that? You saw something online?
Nah, it's
Just
just
randomly thought about it?
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Well, alright, so here's another random thought. Well, I don't think we ever had this argument. Who has the best fries?
Fast food?
Yeah. I say Checkers.
Wow. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Checkers do got some dope ass.
my
The
God.
wildebeest and Ride till you can't no more. Told you to be on them stirrups on. Y'all thought I was fucking bullshit.
God, motherfuckers. Y'all stupid.
You're sick.
What did I just ask?
You're the one out here fucking people with hair all over fucking
Right,
bags.
looking like little monkey.
I just asked something else. I don't remember what the fuck it was.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't make it that far.
Try to switch the subject quick and shit.
Nah, I didn't. Whatever.
You were looking for something to change the subject.
Nah.
Coming up blank.
Not at all. Y'all motherfuckers. Huh? You can what is something that you can't do that everybody else can? Because I can't whistle.
You don't know how to whistle.
I can't whistle.
Are you fucking 4?
I can't whistle.
You mean like loud, like?
No, I can't whistle
like,
at all.
At all?
No, I can't whistle at all.
That's sad for you.
How are you about to
Do you try?
I used to.
You ain't even try no more.
Nah, it's over with.
Kids start whistling and shit.
I go like,
Daddy, look at me on the whistle. Fuck you.
yeah, you be dumb jealous.
Fuck you.
Dumb
Show me your
jealous.
technique, please. Damn.
Y'all niggas, nothing.
You
Don't leave me in the
use
dark.
a regular toilet, and he's more pissed.
You got a handicap placard or something?
I should.
You should. Apply for that.
Nah, I can't think of nothing. The reason why I brought this up too, because you said shooting. You ain't got no kids, so we don't know. You probably still shooting blanks.
No, he's not. It's not a problem. It's damn shooting back.
I feel like we've been down this
You
road
knew you
before.
shooting
I know.
I feel like we've had this
You have
conversation
kids?
before.
You shooting blanks too?
Nah, we're not shooting blanks.
Apparently, I guess.
he's like,
Don't let
oh,
them-
Nah, he just disagreed with you, dude. He
Don't
said
let
something like
them
that shooting blanks.
shooting blanks.
Come on, brother. Y'all shooting beanbags out them rounds. Come on, brother. Stop playing with me right now, bro. Poof.
Hey, it is what it is, you know.
He said, fuck y'all, nigga. Keep my money.
Yo,
Shit.
that shit is crazy. Goddamn. Yo, you don't realize it. I was 19, nigga, when I had Layla.
Out of control.
I was 19.
19.
But fuck y'all.
That's what you was
That's
doing.
what's up, though.
That's what it should have been.
Yeah.
You should have been butt fucking.
Fuck
Should have been.
y'all. Should have been butt fucking.
You should have been pregnant by that.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, shit, yo, I was fucking scared, nigga. I was scared as fuck.
You gotta fuck more
Scary
confident.
shit? No, nigga.
Don't have sex
No,
scared.
nigga. I was talking about going. I was going to
Oh,
Iraq.
It's like a loaded gun.
Oh, you say you was fucking scared. That's
I
all.
was scared. Yeah. So yeah.
So he's like, I just gotta get this one off.
I gotta have some. I gotta have something just in case. Yeah, I had something.
How long were you over there?
7 months.
2 weeks.
7 months. Yeah. Some light.
Did you come back and then go back, or did you
I was
just come back and
supposed
stay?
I was supposed to, but didn't. I was supposed to go to Afghanistan too, but nah, it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't happen.
How do you feel about that?
What do you mean?
Like about being in the service? Because a lot of people, they don't know how they.
I don't know. I got mixed feelings. about it. We get treated like shit. Like, but I loved it. I loved the people I served with. Like,
My boy Serge was in the service too.
oh word, I didn't know that.
So,
Word. But nah, I got mixed feelings. And I don't fuck with the government like that. So it's tough to be a part of some shit like that and then not really mess with them.
And you were
You
like
think-
all up in the action too and shit.
yeah. You think you didn't feel like that before you went, though, right?
I had no idea what the fuck I was doing when I was doing it, to be honest. Not at all.
You used to be cool with Trump back then.
Yeah, alright.
But it still is cool with Trump.
I thought it was right.
Talking about the other day.
Nah, that's a lot though. That's a big decision, man. Especially to do, like, you're in the line of fire type shit, like out there, like that's some fucking crazy shit.
It was a great time. Damn. You got any shows coming up?
I want to do the For the Culture, the shit that Nicole Ortiz is doing. She did it the day after my show, Saturday. I want to do that and try to line up some other shit, get a different venue or get something in the next 2 months. But then again, shit be popping up. You never know.
No word.
You know what I mean? But I definitely want to get some more shows dropping. That's for sure.
Did y'all see that fucking story about the twin stabbing her sister?
That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
Why she want to be the only one?
I guess.
Never. She go crazy. Can't do that as a twin.
Like how much do you love your siblings? You're the only child? You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
So imagine.
My body ain't
Just imagine.
going.
That shit is stupid. People are wild.
White people are crazy.
It's a black chick.
You a liar. You a fucking liar. Damn, not Keisha.
You talking about
Tia and Tamara.
No.
Oh my god.
No. Damn, Tamara always been the ugly one too.
I thought it was not anymore.
You stupid. She had been the bad one.
That's the one that's this dude.
You're just on the Breakfast Club.
Was it recently?
Yesterday.
Tia?
What's she selling?
One of the married.
She's about to have a show coming
They
out.
both sound the same.
What, her ice cream?
I don't know.
We don't get enough attention.
Go Marlon
I
date one of them.
guess.
Marlon Wayans. So.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know who dating.
Nah,
Maybe I don't pay attention to that shit.
So Olsen twin.
This nigga's a
I
fucking
thought he was.
dumbass.
Nah, he dated Mary Kate or Ashley, one of them.
Alright.
Marlon Wayans?
Nah, I'm bullshit.
Hey, brother, go ahead.
No, God. No. Hell no.
No bullshit. That's crazy.
Yeah, he
You
dated
want
both
the
of them
white
bitches. He dated both of them.
Found dead of an overdose in 2 weeks.
Oh my god. They look crazy now.
They do.
They look worse than Lil'
crazy.
Kim.
Bad.
They really look worse than Lil' Kim.
They look crazy.
You just queef?
I was saying.
Fucking see.
He said no quick as no.
Niggas do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Y'all gonna go watch Space Jam 2? Are you?
When's it coming out though? Like 4 years?
Who knows? Hopefully this is better than How High too.
I still ain't
I didn't even watch that
I'm
shit.
glad I ain't watching.
I watched a good like 10 minutes at the beginning, a good 8 minutes in the middle somewhere, and a good like 18 minutes at the end and shit. So I feel like I seen it.
That shit was whack.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I'm glad I ain't
It
watching.
was horrible.
I've been depressed watching it.
But on a movie level, How High 1 wasn't that great of a movie.
What?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It's really
Just
trash.
Red Method, man, was just so
Yes.
iconic and funny.
Yeah.
It saved the movie being corny. The movie was
Tell
corny.
It was so funny.
Yeah. It's the same shit
But
like
I just feel like it
Next
shouldn't have
Friday
been
and
no
Friday
other.
after
It
next
shouldn't have
shit.
been a
Them shits
two.
was corny.
Shouldn't have been a two.
they got saved for the comedians. All About the Benjamins, that shit was horrible.
Yeah, I got
I
it.
kept saved that shit. He deserved $20 million. Every
That shit
dollar
was
that movie
to
got, that
prolong-
should have been Mike Gets money.
As
Cause
long
he
as
sold
that
that fucking
crappy ass movie was, it was so long.
All about the Benjamins. Yeah, it's horrible.
He
But
did
that
make-
nigga
he
is
did make that.
hilarious.
He got
Yo.
30 quotables from that fucking movie.
Yo.
No bullshit. Yeah, he did make that shit. That's.
A lot of iconic movies that was trash, but
That motherfucker. You said you want to talk about Kemba?
you about to bring it to Kemba?
He
The
still
God, Kemba?
He still beating niggas up?
What the fuck you mean he beat niggas up?
He
You
thinks
Talking about
talking about
Kimbo?
Kimbo?
Kemba.
Kimbo.
Ball?
And Kimbo.
Kemba.
Shoot.
Kimbo Walker.
Bucko?
Oh. You went to the Celtics for sure? To the Celtics?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't know.
This shit,
You know, the shit I be seeing on my shit be like fake shit. I don't be knowing if this shit be true,
you
nigga.
gotta use a wet wipe.
All them tricks.
If you use tissue, you don't know if it's real shit. Like you gotta use a wet wipe to know if it's not fake
I
shit.
don't be knowing. I did see that KG and somebody else went to Brooklyn, Kyrie or something. That's true too.
Yeah, nigga.
That's nuts. They had a picture of him in the wheelchair with Kyrie next to him. That was fucked up, though. I was like, damn, that was cold.
Make sure them niggas don't ball
That
up
was
though.
cold. That might be a little. They got somebody else too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that might be a little.
that shit is
Shit is
bullshit.
stupid.
I might be.
Do you remember the last time you see me playing my career on 2K?
When you in Brooklyn?
No, I'm in Detroit.
When
I've
you
been in
Brooklyn,
Detroit since I've been playing.
Last
that
time I
shit.
seen you play that shit, you was in
Nah,
Brooklyn.
it wasn't Brooklyn Nets. But I got into my second season on 2K last December. And when they did the trades for the next year, I got Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Jordan.
Oh wow.
I kid you not. I kid you not. Like, dog, that shit is wild. And I was pissed because we won the championship and only lost about fucking 10 games. So I'm like, nigga, we don't need these stars, motherfucker. They got rid of Reggie Jackson for this motherfucker. Come on now, nigga. Andre Drummond. They traded Andre Drummond for motherfucking DeAndre Jordan, nigga. That shit was bullshit. That nigga Kevin Durant wanted to shoot all the time. Every time I passed it to him, I'm like, damn, nigga, I'm the scorer. Nigga, give me the fucking ball back, nigga. Guess I'm the only nigga who play 2K.
Yeah, I don't know why you play that shit.
I just
I don't play
Shout out
video
my
games.
2K
You play
niggas,
video
man.
games?
Every now and then.
They got fucked. They just dropped the coverage for the new 2K, nigga.
That D-Wade shit?
D-Wade is on the limited edition.
Yeah.
And it's nigga Anthony Davis on the limited.
I ain't see that.
And then Kevin Durant is on the other one, on the internet version.
I'm letting you know that. That's why.
Yo, do you like your studio sessions a certain way? Cause you write,
Take it to the break.
you write by yourself. So like that shit is packed.
Right now, oh yeah, I wouldn't want like mad people up in there. It don't have to be cemetery silence, but you know, I don't mind having some people. It depends on who it is. I can't just have a bunch of random motherfuckers up in